Miya put his earbuds in as he blasted his favorite song over the annoying buzz of Joe and Cherry arguing. He focused on his roleplay, but instead got interrupted by Joe, who pulled out a single earbud from his ear. Miya started as he reached for his earbud. "Would you like something to eat?" Joe asked professionally. The group were piled into his restaurant to help Longa, but Miya was uninterested. He would prefer to continue playing role-playing. He was currently into role-play games. "Fish," Miya answered simply. "It's my favorite." "Got it," Joe said as he returned the earbud and dashed away. Miya glanced over at Wyan, who was attempting to braid Longa's hair while Cherry Blossom scolded the both of them. "Look, I did it," he heard Wyan squeal as the girl held up a short braid. "Do you like it?" "Sure," Longa replied softly. "It's kinda ugly," Miya called as Wyan turned to glower at him. "It's better than yours," she said as she walked over, peeking at his screen. "Bloxburg, I want to play." "No. The fact that the colors of your house don't match makes my blood boil." "Are you a kettle or something? Can I build your house for you, please?" Wyan suggested, ignoring Miya's comment. "Let me think about that," Miya said, and after careful consideration, I've settled on the conclusion that I must politely decline your offer. Wyan rolled her eyes, pulling out her phone as she sat down next to Miya. "Want to scam kids with me? Okay, I have to accept." Miya agreed. "Adopt me?" "I've scammed so many kids on there. My inventory is huge," Wyan said, with a small smile on her face. "Join me," she continued as she quickly joined a random game. Miya left his game quickly and joined her game, excited to start scamming. "I found a kid," he said giddy. "Let me ask him to trade." Wyan frowned at her screen. Kids these days, most of them don't accept my trades. It's annoying." "Mine accepted," Miya chirped. "Yours is dumb, like you." "Let's use the best pets earned at the end of this." "Okay, fine," Wyan hummed. "I'll win." "We'll see." "Your fish is ready," Joe suddenly boomed, causing both Wyan and Miya to jump in their seats. "Here you go," Joe said as he placed the fish down. "Thanks," Miya said, averting his attention back to scamming as he stuffed the piece of fish in his mouth. He smiled as he got a neon frost dragon from a dumb kid, quickly leaving the game and blocking the kid before rejoining to find new victims. In 20 minutes, both the 13-year-olds were pretty much satisfied with their results. The two took turns listing their best pets, and Miya ended up with a better pet. "I told you," he said proudly. "It was just luck, but off," Wyan said as she stood up and stretched to walk away. Miya scoffed before following her to the others, Cherry Blossom, Joe, Longa, and Ricky. "And due to the sudden change in relative speed, it looks like Adam suddenly approached you," Cherry was saying. Miya figured he was talking about Adam's famous love hug. Cherry spread out his arms, demonstrating how Adam would look like doing the love hug as he walked steadily toward Joe. Joe was tense as he stared at Cherry, confused at their closeness. "So close," he murmured. "Cherry, keep walking," Wyan said brightly as she held back a laugh at the two's proximity. Cherry rolled his eyes, piercing his lips as he started to walk back to Longa. He went on about Adam's moves, analyzing everything and giving useful tips. Wyan was listening intently, but Miya laid his head on his arm as he blocked out Cherry's voice. He fluttered his eyes shut, letting out a little yawn as he tried to keep himself awake. Instead, a loud buzz from underneath him shook him awake. Miya drowsily reached for the source, seeing that it was a notification from his phone. He squinted at the bright screen for a moment, realizing that it was Wyan who had sent him a message. He gazed over at Wyan, who seemed to be listening to Cherry's rant, but was instead hiding her phone under the table. "Wyan, oh my fucking god, this is so boring. Hello? Check your message already." "Miya, hi." "Wyan, finally." "You disturbed my sleeping." "Wyan, yay. Stay awake, loser. Anyways, would it be rude if I asked to leave? Heart." "Miya, I don't know. You could say you're going to Starbucks for everyone or something. YN. But I'm not getting everyone Starbucks. Heartbroken. Maya. Just tell them you're going to, but you ran out of money. YN. Okay, good idea. You coming? Maya. Yes, please. I don't want to stay. Maya and I are gonna go to Starbucks for everyone. Orders? YN said loudly as everyone looked up at the girl. Oh, Cherry said. I'll have an iced, fat-free, half-sugar vanilla latte with soy milk. Oh, and with a caramel drizzle on the top and a grande. What an obnoxious order, YN commented. You're so extra. I know. What about you, Joe? Maya interrupted. Joe paused. A pink drink, he said, embarrassed as YN and Maya gaped at him. I mean, I thought you'd get like a black coffee or a manly drink or something, YN said, but pink drinks are really good. I don't blame you. She seemed to realize something. Wait, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to stereotype or be sexist or anything. It's okay, Joe said as he scratched his head. I'll have a caramel latte, Longa said, thanks. I'll just have an iced coffee, Becky added. I feel kind of bad that they're actually not going to get their drinks, YN whispered to Maya, who laughed. Okay, we're going now, Maya said as he recovered from his laugh, grabbing YN's arm, and he pulled her out of the restaurant. The moment they stepped out, the two burst out laughing, unable to stop their giggles. Why is that so funny? YN wheezed. It was just the drink orders, Maya managed before falling back into another fit of laughter. Let's go, YN said finally. I actually want Starbucks now. Same, Maya said as he took a deep breath in contempt to stop laughing. Do you even know the way? Well, I mean, not really. Race? Maya called to YN, who looked up at him with a mischievous glint in her eyes. Bed, she replied in 3, 2, 1. The two immediately started running, flying across the ground without a care in the world. It was one of those moments where you actually felt like a kid for once. They stopped abruptly in front of a red light, both panting with a smile on their face. Maya said. 1, he finished, a large smile on his face. Only 'cause you go on a run everywhere, YN said, prodding his cheek. How do you do it? I just lay in my bed and eat chips. Maya pulled his hood back on, fixing the ears before grinning at YN. You're lazy. I'm not. It's simple. His eyes roamed around the road, and seeing that it was empty, Maya hopped across quickly, gesturing for YN to come with him. YN nodded briefly and began running to the other side. She didn't notice the car that was approaching her, nor Maya, who looked panicked as he waited for her to stop running. The car ran toward the girl, who turned to see the car at the last moment with a horrified expression. Crash. Oh my god, YN screamed as she fell into Maya, who luckily caught her in his arms as he stared at her, mouth wide open. I almost died, oh my god. YN looked back at the road, seeing that the car was nowhere to be found, probably rushing away after almost hitting a young child. YN took a deep breath to calm herself and stood upright, checking for any wounds, before remembering something. My god, thank you for catching me, Maya, she said lightly, the corner of her lips curving into a smile. You're welcome, Maya replied, confused. I still can't process that you almost died. I swear the car hit you. Exactly, I could practically feel the metal, YN said, and now I'm craving Starbucks even more. Come on, the boy said, grabbing YN's sleeve as he pulled her along. And I'm not letting go of your shirt. You might run off and almost die again. Such a gentleman. I know. The pair thankfully made it to Starbucks without any more distractions and near deaths. And with Maya still holding onto YN's sleeve, YN pulled her arm away as she walked up the counter with a large, innocent smile on her face, the same smile she used to charm strangers and adults. I'd like an order of your choice, please, she said sweetly, and in a grande form. I'll have a dragon fruit refresher with lemonade, Maya added from behind her, grande as well. Alright, that'll be $10.45 for the both of you, the barista said nicely. The two paid for the drinks, and in a few minutes they left the store, happy with their beverages in hand. Let's walk back slowly this time. I don't feel like dying, Wyan said as she started to walk. And I don't feel like watching you try and die again, Miya agreed. The moment the pair stepped into Joe's restaurant again, they were flocked by others. Where are our drinks? Joe demanded. Well, I was gonna buy you the drinks, as I promised, but I ran out of money, Wyan fibbed. I got excited for nothing, Ricky complained. Sorry, Wyan said. Maybe next time. And I almost died, so... What? Cherry Blossom said, looking somewhat concerned. Are you okay? I almost got hit by a car, Wyan explained. So quirky, right? But are you okay? Longa asked. Yeah, Wyan replied, but I'm, really hungry, she said as she threw her empty drink into the garbage. So you got yourself Starbucks, but not us? Cherry commented. Precisely. Miya, Wyan whined as she pulled on his sleeve. I'll do anything for that lollipop, she said, pointing at a giant lollipop that sat in Miya's pocket with a longing look. No, please. It's for me, Miya said, crossing his arms as he glared at the girl. But you already have one, Miya complained as she gazed at the lollipop in Miya's mouth. Miya gave his lollipop a lick. And I'll want another one. If you don't give it to me nicely, I'll steal it and stick it into your hair, Wyan threatened with a smile on her face. You know I'm capable of doing it. Do you really want Longa to cut off your hair again? Miya's eyes widened as he eyed the girl warily. Wyan, you wouldn't. I would, Wyan replied sweetly. Okay, fine, you scary as fuck, and I'm not about to get another lollipop in my hair. Miya sighed as he handed Wyan the lollipop. Wyan unwrapped it and stuck it in her mouth with a wide grin. I'm really good at threatening. Orchid, Miya, the two glanced over at the source. Hi, Ricky, they chanted in sync. Longa's going to go up against Adam soon, Ricky said anxiously. You guys are coming to watch, right? Of course, Wyan responded, for the both of them. Is Longa prepared, though? Miya chimed in. Ricky bit his lip. I hope so. Cherry helped, right? Wyan asked. Yeah, it's a good thing that Cherry and Joe used to be friends with Adam, Ricky said, managing a laugh. Wyan could tell that he was really nervous for Longa. The two followed the older boy to where the others were at the side of the starting line. Cherry and Joe were telling Longa something, but they looked up and waved at Wyan and Miya as they appeared around the corner. Longa, Wyan called to the boy. Surprisingly, he didn't look that nervous. Yes? Wyan paused. How are you feeling about everything? You know, Adam and whatever? I'm feeling okay, Longa said, looking away. I might beat him. Ricky walked over to his cough-cough boyfriend and crouched down in front of him. Longa, you can still back down whenever you want, you know? No, I want to do this, Longa said firmly as he stood up and stretched. Are you sure? Longa nodded. Yeah. Good luck, Wyan said, chewing on the inside of her lip. She was just as nervous as Ricky for her friend. She stole a glance at Miya, who was furiously fidgeting with the string on his hoodie. Even Cherry was staring at Longa with a concerned look in his eyes. It seemed that everyone was nervous, except for Joe. Actually, Joe was nowhere to be seen. Just then, the crowd started cheering as Wyan looked over at the commotion. A red carpet unfolded toward them, and theater lights filled the area, creating a dramatic entrance, only fit for none other than Adam. Adam, she murmured to no one in particular, feeling her hands sweat at the thought of seeing a scary man. Wyan watched as Adam glided toward Longa. A bouquet of roses appeared from his cape as he handed it to him gracefully. This is a sign of our acquaintance, passionate love, Adam sang as he fussed over Longa. Thanks, Longa replied blandly as Wyan cracked up. Adam immediately glanced toward the young girl and started making his way toward her. Ah, shit, Wyan whispered under her breath as Adam stopped right in front of her Actually, a bit too close, Wyan thought as she backed away. What a perv. Well, Adam said, tilting his head up to create that whole dramatic effect. Who do we have here? My name is Orchid, Wyan said as she crossed her arms, determined to not let Adam see the fear behind her firm position. Wyan, she heard Miya say quietly as he slipped next to her, his hand finding hers as he clutched her hand, giving it a squeeze. Wyan felt her heart do a tiny flip at his gesture, though she didn't really know why. Maybe it was just their proximity. It didn't matter that it was specifically Miya, right? I'm okay, Wyan whispered back, finding herself not letting go of Miya's hand. It was a comfort that he was there with her. Orchid, is it? Adam said, considering this. I've never heard of you. Are you a rookie? Nope, Wyan replied, popping the pea. Adam just let out a shrill laugh. I must skate you sometime, he decided. You seem quite... He paused to find the right word for the girl before him. Interesting. Creepy much? Wyan muttered. I'm underage, damn. Adam didn't seem to see her as his gaze slithered down her and Miya's entwined hands. Young love, he exclaimed in delight, a slight smirk blooming on his face. Love is everywhere, and today it is even stronger, he said as he danced back to Longa, grabbing the poor boy's hand as he pulled Longa to the starting line. Oh no, Wyan yelped as she let go of Miya's hand and ran toward Longa. The others followed her, a nervous aura surrounding her usually cheerful group. Longa, you can do it, Miya said, offering a little smile. Longa returned the smile, still not looking nervous at all, even if in the front of the starting line. Are you ready, my love? Adam queried as he studied Longa's expression. I am in love with everyone I skate against. Yeah, okay, so I'm not skating against you anymore, Wyan thought as she glanced away. I'm ready, Longa said confidently. Adam nodded as his creepy smile grew. I look forward to this. Little Longa, we may start then. The countdown started as Wyan grew more nervous for the boy. Right now, the only thing she could do was hope that Longa would not get hurt. 3, 2, 1. The two skaters flew away to tremendous applause, leaving a trail of dust behind. Miya, Wyan said in a small voice, can we go somewhere else until the race is over? I don't want to watch this. Miya considered this. Okay, he said as he started walking away. Where to? Well, the girl started as they ran over to her friend. What about the playground near here? Miya nodded as he turned toward Ricky. We're gonna go somewhere. Tell us when everything is over. Alright, Ricky said nervously. The two left us and ran the whole way to the empty playground bathed in the light glow of the moon. The playground looked almost magical. Wyan immediately climbed onto the monkey bars and sat herself at the top, looking down at Miya. Come, she called to him, her childish side taking over. Coming, Miya called back, a mischievous smile appearing on his face as he started climbing. Wyan noticed he was as nimble and as agile as her. He quickly joined her. The 13-year-olds rested their legs on opposite bar as they stared up at the moon. I hope Longa's okay, Wyan said softly. Same, Miya responded, his voice even softer. Wyan heard him take in a deep breath as he stared at her. What? Wyan said, tilting her head back at the boy. He mumbled, looking down. Can I kiss you?